This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. We've reached week 9 of the EA Sports College football season. Contenders, pretenders. The Bulls headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Florida Atlantic's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
And this talented guy out wide, man, for this offense, he has had his way this season. This will be the biggest challenge for him. And what's the answers on that side? What do they present? Nobody's really been able to stop him, and he's going to get his. But, Palmer, how do they limit the damage, and how do they maybe focus on him and make others beat you?
Well, they talked to us this week on defense, and they said, look, we want to play zone as much as we can. We need to bracket him as often as possible in and out, but we know he's going to line up in different spots. So, obviously, we've got to communicate. The one thing the quarterback told us this week is, I don't care where he lines up, and I don't care who they cover him with, if it's one or two guys, I'm still throwing him the football because I know he is going to make plays.
Hunt is on its way. Not a lot of room to field this one. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Bulls offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup, and, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Short pass. It's a running room. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all the way. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a first-and-goal situation.
Defense all over it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Gets rid of it. Looking for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. RPO complete to open the drive.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Drops back on first down. Makes the catch. It's Gideon. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Off play action. finds his big tight end. Could not make his way to the corner. 3rd and long coming up. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play by this defense.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Bulls. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see he takes off, and the defense closes in fast. And the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USF. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. Holds on, it's Knight. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. Give to the back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Motion from the wideout. They'll run him again. Down he goes. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Wants to throw on third. Lets it go to the end zone. Caught. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown Bulls! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back. And this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. From the gun. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to it. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Fires immediately. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll try to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. And the Bulls will punt this one away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. They'll send the back in motion. Quick give. It's Walters. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Owls are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Got a man. It's Stoneburner. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Back to pass on second down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. He makes the catch. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The hand to the running back. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Second down coming up. Left side, it's Gideon. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They've been really good moving the chains on 3rd down. Now 1 yard away from another first down on this drive. Burrowing for yardage. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there and got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Neutral zone defense. The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. From the gun, looking for a man. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now on second down after the incompletion. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Keeps it on the ground. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get the first through the air. They'll run the screen. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got it inside the 15. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls!
Hey, man, offense, defense, special teams, they are showing it all early in this football game. We're still in the first half. We got a 5-touchdown lead. Everything going right except for us, guys, because now we're going to have to figure something to talk about because this one isn't over, but it's close to almost at the half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. The returner will field it and bring it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Sells to run, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's gone. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, it's Walters. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Out wide left, it's Stoneburner.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and...
Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The running back has it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Finds his man on the RPO. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeps it on the bootleg. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Trying to get the corner. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about NFL kickers don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Fresh center downs going to the air. Rush right in his face. Got his man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Alabama, taking on the #1 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's the Crimson Tide coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Now back to your game in Boca. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Howard Schnellenberger Field.
Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this second half. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This USF offense will open this drive right here. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Lets it fly. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Long way to go on second down. The give to the right. Uh-oh, look out. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. They come through with the explosive play, and they'll have the first down, but we see a man who is slow to get up, and let's check on him. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs.